Thank you for choosing Green Consultancy for your project. What is car sharing? Car sharing is an on-demand personal transport service which gives users access to a fleet of vehicles for a short and variable period of time. And why car sharing? Because it is one of the smartest ways to manage and fully utilize the capacity of a car. Plus, by sharing cars, we are effectively reducing the total number of vehicles on the road. Let us now look at the biggest players in this car sharing industry, Zipcar. Zipcar is a US membership-based car-sharing company, providing automobile reservations to its members billable by the hour or day. To ensure business sustainability, it constantly ensures that their business models are relevant to the market. Since its incorporation in the year 2000, its profits have surged to $278 million in 2012. Let us put Zipcar's business model into Singapore's context and look at the challenges and opportunities we might have in this small little red dot. Statistics have shown that there is a drastic increase in the number of cars by 49% in Singapore due to the increase in standard of living. Car sharing is a relatively new concept in Singapore, and there are only about 300 shared cars located in 100 locations in Singapore. Although Singapore has an extensive and efficient public transportation system, many residents still desire to purchase a car as driving a car is perceived by many to be a symbol of their status. A recent survey conducted on tertiary students showed that 73% are willing to engage in car sharing, and out of which 80% would rent a car for at least once a week. In addition, two new car cooling measures that were introduced early this year are pushing the price of owning a car up, making it harder for residents to own one. A research from iCars Club also shows that privately owned cars are underutilized. As such, it would be a good opportunity for car-sharing business models to be introduced, as this will appeal to people who wish to have a car but do not drive so often. However, we face these challenges. There are 162 rental companies and 3 car-sharing companies, which means we have to differentiate ourselves from them. There is a high startup cost, as the cost of owning a Category A car is over 130,000. From this analysis, we can narrow down our target segment to the following: residents who cannot afford a car but wish to drive a car, residents who do not drive very frequently but would like to drive a car when necessary. Therefore, our value propositions are: number 1, reducing complexity of acquiring a car; 2, eliminate long-term commitment; and finally, provide environmentally friendly transportation to encourage business and environmental sustainability. After understanding the value proposition, let us take a look at how this business model works. We will now walk you through the process from the perspective of a customer. Firstly, the customer has to register as a member on a website. After registering for an account, a member card will be sent to them via email. They will be able to access their online account via internet and make bookings whenever they need the service. After filling in the necessary details such as duration and car type, and email confirmation will be sent to them. Customers can unlock the door by tapping the member card on the card reader. This will ensure that the car will only be unlocked by the right member. Once they unlock the car, information will be sent to the central system via the car's black box, and the time meter will record the total time used and hence respective billing. Next, the location of the cars. We plan to house our cars at the car parks of the major estates in Singapore to ensure that we reach out to our residents island-wide. This car park should be situated near bus stops and MRTs to ensure ease of car collection. Also, we plan to house the cars in local campuses like NTU, SMU, and NUS. Our students will be receptive to the idea of car sharing according to our survey. The members will be required to drive the car back to the original car park, so the number of cars at each car park will not change, ensuring that each location can efficiently serve the needs of the members living around the area. Further expansion into other estates is possible in the future to serve the needs of more residents. To encourage usage and retain members, we can reward members for their usage. Members will be given a membership card, and for every time they use our service, points will be credited. The accumulated points can then be used for payment discounts in the future. Let us take a look at the expenses and revenue model. We propose purchasing 30 models of Toyota Prius C1.5, and this is specifically chosen as it was awarded the Green Car of the Year in 2012. It qualifies for the 20,000 tax rebate under the Carbon Emission-Based Vehicle Scheme and is aligned with Zipcar's business objectives. The total estimated cost of 30 cars is $4 million. Additional costs includes insurance, petrol, maintenance, road tax, capital for operations and salaries, which sums up to an estimated cost of 310,000 per year. The business may incur a high fixed cost for the first year due to the number of cars purchased. Let us now look at the revenue model. The customers will be charged a one-time membership registration fee of $80 and subsequently $10 of membership fee per month. Whenever customers use this service, they will be charged with a two-tiered payment model. There will be a base price of $10 per hour and also the price for mileage used. The mileage is calculated by the mileage meter at 37 cents per kilometer. With this cost and revenue structure, let us look at the estimated profit and loss for the first 3 years. For startup, we propose to purchase 30 cars with an estimated utilization period of 60% for the overall car usage. There's an estimated 500 users for the first year that will rent a car at an overall average of 6 hours per week. Assuming that there is no new users joining us for the second and third year, we will be able to break even during the second quarter of the third year, earning a profit of 1.1 million at the end of year 3. In the UK, Zipcar has partnered with Honda to introduce a fleet of all electric cars. So, is it possible to introduce electric cars into Singapore? Let's take a look at the market for electric cars. Currently, Singapore has a developed infrastructure to support charging. However, charging is slow. A full charge takes about 7 to 8 hours, while a quick charge takes 30 to 45 minutes. And although electric cars qualify for the tax rebate of $20,000, however, electric cars are still too expensive. Finally, it is hard to incorporate our business as it is inefficient for a car to sit idle and plug into a recharger. Hence, we suggest that the business model should not be carried out using electric cars because of the problems we might face with electric cars. We now move on to key partners. We recommend collaborating with a number of partners for this car-sharing enterprise to experience unimpeded and greater growth. Firstly, the support from the local government is critical for a car-sharing enterprise to remain sustainable and provide value to its stakeholders as well as shareholders in terms of the triple bottom line. Currently, in a bid to promote car sharing, LTA is working together with HDB to allocate more designated car park lots for car sharing companies. Secondly, the Car Sharing Association of Singapore can help startups to gain the much needed support in terms of local data, awareness, and membership. As the local body which liaises with overseas car sharing organizations, CSAS will help in promoting car sharing schemes as well as good business practices. Finally, as students are one of the key customer targets, collaborations with tertiary institutions will provide a steady stream of business for the company, and designated lots can also be provided by these institutions. To sum up, this car sharing business model will be a profitable investment in Singapore, even with the present challenges as analysed. The detailed Singapore market analysis shows that there will be a demand for car sharing service. With the support from Singapore government and development of local infrastructure, it is definitely not difficult to carry out and sustain this business model. The convenience as proposed by car sharing's value proposition fit the lifestyle of Singaporeans perfectly, showing a greater profitability for this business model. Thank you for choosing Green Consultancy, and we hope this presentation will aid you in making your decision.